Hey y'all, welcome to K's Corner, where this is the first ever get to know me tag. So, I have a list of questions that I'll be answering, and we'll go from there. I'm Kay. My name is actually Kalia Scott. A little bit about me, a little about this channel. K's Corner. So, why K's Corner? Who is Kay? Why does she have a corner? So, Kay. I'm Kay. This vlogging channel started pretty much senior year, like officially, when I got this camcorder. That I'm recording on right now. I said that I always wanted to vlog, and I wanted to vlog my senior year of high school. And I asked my mom for a camcorder for Christmas, and she got it. And so she got the camcorder. I'm like, yes, we're gonna be having fun times. I wanted to capture fun moments with my high school friends. The last year of high school, I wanted to capture fun moments with them. None of them really wanted to be on the camera, so I had a camera and was doing virtually nothing with it. So fast forwarding, to a few years later, I used it for church, recording, for church, and so on and so forth. 4 years later, I finally, started recording. I said, what, summertime, I'm doing summer college. We do great fun trips. We, go different places, meeting great people, and I said, I want to record, my summer, recording the fun times every day, do a summer vlog, doing college in the summertime, with these fun things. And so I wanted to do that, and I did. I started doing it, and it was good. I didn't have a computer that would help me, actually vlog and edit. But I had the camcorder, so I said I got the first part down. So I had that, and then I started doing that. I didn't actually put the first vlog out into fast forwarding until about December, because I was a summer RA, an academic RA, and so I was home, and maybe November or December. And so I was home. Finally, my mom had a Mac, and I knew that I had my own computer. My own computer wasn't working, and the editing software that I used was expired on all of Windows computers. I don't know if I can actually say that, so I may block it out. But, it was actually, it was out. So I'm like, okay, well, I have all these videos. I told them I was gonna vlog. I told them that I was gonna have a channel. What's gonna happen now? And so then I'm home for winter break. My mom has a Mac, and thankfully she has, an adapter that has the SD card holder on it, that she graciously lets me use. I don't know if she still knows that I have it, but thanks, Mom. You're the best. And so put the first vlog out, and that was the vlog of summer college when we went to Green Lakes. I think that was the first official vlog. And then the second one was at church, and the third one was at Niagara Falls, maybe. And I think the fourth one was at the duck pond, and the fifth one must have been when we went to where was it? Abbott Farms, berry picking. That was so fun. So here we are, aiming to get vlogs out every week. Have new editing equipment on my new computer. Thanks, Dad. You're also awesome. And so here we are, K's Corner. Where will I be next? The mantra, the saying, where will I be next? Because I believe, I know that God has predestined. Here's the minister coming out. Oh, also, I'm a minister, licensed minister. I've been a licensed minister for 2 years, and so you'll see that's why the vlogging is talking about, Christian content and all these different things. And so, yes, that's where we are now. Where's Kate going next? I believe that God has put me on an assignment, to travel around the world for whatever reason, most likely ministry. And so I'll be vlogging, every instance when I can, every instance that I get when I do go to these different places. So, when it says, where's Kate going next? Where am I going next? I don't even know. So, we'll see. But, on to the questions. I jotted some questions down that I thought were really good questions that, if I were a subscriber or someone who wanted to know about me, I'd ask that question. So, a few questions. So, where did I grow up? I grew up in a city called Syracuse, New York, more specifically a town called DeWitt, New York. And so I grew up in DeWitt, born and raised, lived there all my life, still living there. But currently, where do I live currently? On campus, Syracuse University, BBB Hall. It's 3 different B's. If you've known by now, if you follow me on Instagram at Korner KS, you'll know which one. But I'm not gonna put that in this video because I have, residents to protect the confidentiality of, and also my job. Question number 3. Who is my best friend? So, I can easily say the answer to that question is Jesus. And, everything, Jesus the word, everything would be fine. But then, I'd be discrediting my friend Christian, who you all have seen a few times. She's in the intro, so you should watch the intro. She's in a few things. She is, one of my closest friends at the moment. And, what is a best friend? I believe a best friend, a friend and a best friend, is someone who, God has placed in your life to sharpen you and equip you and take you to the next level. And, Christian is that friend that God has in this season of my life right now. And so, hey Christian. You can also follow her at The Lion Queen TV on YouTube and The Lion Queen on Instagram and Facebook. Also Christian Chantal on Facebook. And so, question number 4. Am I in college? Well, there we go. Auto. Just said that I was, living on campus in the dormitory hall. So yes, in the residence hall. So yes, I am in college. I attend Syracuse University, and I'm a senior. In my senior year at Syracuse University, my major is social work. So yes, I am in college. If you guys have any questions about college, Syracuse University, social work, how to survive and do all these things all at the same time, I'm definitely here and open to answering your questions. Answering more of your questions. Tea or coffee? Tea. Tea is my favorite. Coffee, I don't drink coffee. It kind of reminds me of chocolate, and I don't like chocolate. So, but I do love tea. I love all types of tea, as long as it's flavored right. Anything that's flavored right, I'll like the taste of it. As long as it's healthy and it's good for me and it's not poison, I'll enjoy it. That's pretty much fair, I would say. Alright. Also, bubble tea. Unique tea is my favorite. And, okay. Question number 6. What are my life goals? So, I have more than one goal. I have goals. A few of them. I'd love to travel. I'd also love to, I'm going to travel. I'm going to, do ministry. You guys already know that. Have a wonderful, beautiful family that loves the Lord with all their heart, all their mind, all their strength, and relies on Him and not their own understanding. Ministry, talking about, cleansing the lepers. I don't think they're necessarily lepers here nowadays, but, just bringing deliverance to those who need it the most, bringing healing to the sick, sight to the blind, hearing to the deaf, raising the dead back to life. That's definitely a goal of mine that I'd say that I have. I want to have my own, and I'm going to have my own clinic, my own private practice. I'm going to be, for social work, I'm going to be counseling people, their different situations in life, and I'm going to be doing that with the spiritual aspect tied to it. So the spiritual and the practical put together. That's how you do it. Because you need both. You need practicality to figure out the natural, to get people, to understand where you're coming from. You need spiritual to understand that there are unseen forces at work that are against us. And that's a bit of a stretch for some people to believe, but it's true. So we gotta let them know about that and help them get together, get it together, not in a reprimanding way, but just helping them get on the right course, because there are some things, even the scripture says, that these things only come out by prayer and fasting. And so I think we've forgotten that piece, and we try to medicate things so often where we forget, what the answer truly is. Yes. And so this one was funny. Number 7, longest relationship. And so I'll say 22 years. I'm 22 years old. My longest relationship is with Jesus Christ. Still going strong. Next question. Number 8, siblings. So I have 2 older brothers and 3 older sisters. 2 older brothers, 3 older sisters. And I'm the youngest. And so there's Robin and Aaron. And then there's Tiffany and Quentin, Najee, and myself. So there's 6. It's a whole myriad of different things behind that. But I have 5 siblings. I'm the 6th, and I'm the youngest. Bad habit. I'd have to say number 9. Bad habit of mine would probably have to be procrastination. And it's not necessarily that I want to wait till the last minute. It's just kind of I'm doing something, and because I'm doing something, or if I'm too tired to get up and do something, I don't want to stop what I'm doing. So if it's relaxing, or I'm watching TV on my phone in the middle of writing something, or just concentrating and thinking, and I know I'm supposed to do something, and if I forget that I'm supposed to do it, then I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to do it. I'll be oh yeah, I was supposed to do that, and then I don't do it. The next day I forget, I forget again, and I'll be oh yeah, I was supposed to do that. It's not I want to. It's just I kind of forget that I'm, supposed to do it. So, say bad habit is procrastination and forgetfulness. So like actually putting, when God reminds me to do something, getting up and doing it the first time, so that I don't have to scramble around, when the time comes that I actually have to do it. And so 10, it's getting a bit deep here. Number 10, biggest struggle that I overcame. And so I would say for me, the biggest struggle that I had to overcome would be depression. I would have to say depression, and it all clumps up with anxiety and bitterness and spirit of rejection and so on and so forth. A lot of different things. So backstory, I guess that would make sense. Backstory, back in, pretty much all of my life, I felt sad. A series of events happened prior to, and looking for love in all the wrong places, and doing different things and all that stuff. And it really just was like I was, I guess, looking for love in all the wrong places. And then I fell into, the trap of loneliness and, depravity. So, feeling really low self-esteem, no self-confidence. Like, no self-confidence, not low, no self-confidence. And really, even to the point where it got to the point of where I even wondered, if God was really real, if God was really there. I would tell him oftentimes, that I didn't ask to be born. I would often tell him, why am I going through this? I don't want to go through this. Again, because I didn't ask to be born. I shouldn't have to go through this because I didn't, ask to be born. And I just didn't want to live. I didn't feel I didn't understand the importance of living, of why I was living. I didn't know why I was still alive. I didn't know why these things were happening, everything that was happening. It was almost like failed event after failed event. It was just like, God, like, what is going on? Literally, what is going on? And so I had to really, vent my expressions to him. I was upset, utterly upset. I was very upset, and I vented to him all of the time. And I remember one night in particular, in 2013, I would always talk to him like in the middle of the night in the living room. When everyone was asleep, it was like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd just be talking. I'd be talking to God, and I'd be crying. I'd be talking to God, and I'd be crying. I'd be like, God, no, I didn't ask for this. I don't want to do this anymore. I had spirit of, suicidal thoughts. Just thinking, if I really, like, if I took, my life right now, would anyone care? I would think that. And then I thought about my niece, my oldest niece, that my siblings, had. I thought, if I were to take my life right now, she would never get to know her aunt, and she would feel bad because she would never get to know her aunt, and I would, feel bad because she would never get to know me. And so it was just like so much. And one night, 2013, junior year, because that was a rough year. My grades had went down. I had liked someone, loved someone, and they were sad and depressed, and they were saying that they were sad and depressed because, they wanted to be with me, but they couldn't be with me. And so then, that made me sad because I wanted to be with them, but I just couldn't see it happening. And so I was just like, God, I don't get it, and all these things. So I was just really mad at him, and I was just like, blah 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 blah. And so then I was just sitting there crying, 2013, and he was like, God said to me, pretty much, he was letting me know that he was there, and he was letting me know that he cared about me and that he loved me, and he was letting me know, that everything was gonna be alright. He let me know that everything was gonna be alright, and so that was the first time that I can remember God actually speaking to me, actually hearing His voice, and I heard it in my heart. That's where I heard His voice, in my heart. And so, ever since then, the game changed, and I was like, whoa, God speaks to me, and He cares about me, and He knows me, and He said that everything was going to be alright. So even though, I didn't see it, I believed what He said. Why did I give my life to Christ? Oh no, it says, when did I give my life to Christ? When did I give my life to Christ? When and why? I'll answer both. So like I said, coming into the knowledge that God loves me that night made me have to give my life over to Him, because I couldn't see it. I was messed up, in the brain. I could say that because it was myself. I know myself. I was jacked up, and I was hurt, and I was broken, and, all these different things were going on, and I'm just like, God, what is going on? And so, I just really had to decide whether or not if I was going to continue to live this life that really had no purpose for me, or if I was going to live this life that, He told me pretty much in Jeremiah 29:11 that He knows, the plans that He has for me, and their plans to prosper me, and their plans to give me, a good hope and a good future. And so, yeah, that was why, and that was when. In 2013, at that moment, when I was literally at the end of me, at that time, because, me still gets in the way time and time again. So at that time, that was at the end of me. And so, yeah. So that happened. And that was in 2013, because I needed a savior, for real. I was lost, and I needed someone to save me, like, right then, like, snatch me out of that dark abyss. And the thing is, I've been in church all my life, and here is going into the next one, being the definition of being saved. I've been in church all my life. I was born in the church. Like, my mom was pregnant. She was at the church while being pregnant. She was at the church, since my sister, Erin, my oldest sister, who is in her 30s, she's been there at least for 30 years. And I'm 22. So, there's no doubt about how long I've been in the church. I've been in the church for 22 and a half, years, almost 23 years. Going on 23 years, I've been there. There's no confusion about that. That still didn't mean that I was saved. Just because I go into a church and I sit there for 22 years, or at that time for 17 years, that doesn't mean that I'm saved. That doesn't mean, being saved. The definition of being saved is having a true, identified relationship with Jesus Christ. And you're able to rely on Him. You're able to talk to Him. You're able to, figure out life with Him. Rely on Holy Spirit, who's your advocate, on behalf of Jesus and the Father. And so, was I saved then? No, I wasn't fully saved until that moment where I realized that I needed Him to help me. And so, going to church doesn't do it. Singing the songs doesn't do it. Wearing the clothes doesn't do it. Paying tithes and offering doesn't do it. Being baptized helps, but it doesn't fully do it. You have to have it all. You know what it truly is you have to truly, you know, have God in your heart and, you know, accept Him as accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. You have to have Him in your heart. If you don't have Him in your heart, you're not saved. And that's what the word says. So, fight the word, not me. Next question. Why did I start the YouTube channel? And so, again, I started the YouTube channel to have a place where, you know, Christians, young people, you know, whoever wants to come somewhere to find and look at clean content, you know, having good fun. You know, sometimes people have vlogs or YouTube channels, but it's like inappropriate things, or, you know, it's vulgar, you know, content, the cursing, you're swearing, you're, you know, doing mean things, and, you know, they're not being nice to each other. And, you know, we have good, clean fun. It's clean content. Why did I do that? You know, I want to document my life. I want to share my life with you all, and it's cool. I love putting out, you know, a product that's beautiful, and I believe that's what this is. I love doing it, and it's pretty fun. So thank you guys for watching. You know, so on and so forth. And so, next question: favorite food and drink? Water. Water is my favorite drink. Aside from water, I'd have to say bubble tea. And bubble tea at Unique Tea House, they should pay me, because they should sponsor me, because I tell people to go there all the time. And like, I've done several videos, you know, being there. So like, I should get money for going to Unique Tea House. Unique Tea House. I'm coming for a sponsorship. And so, yes, and tell them I sent you. Tell them K at K's Korner sent you, so that I can get this sponsorship for real. And so, water, bubble tea. Favorite food? Spaghetti, chicken wings, spaghetti, shrimp, but spaghetti. Spaghetti's my favorite food. Spaghetti with shrimp and the right kind of chicken. It's living the dream. And so that's what I'm looking for. So I like to get on my birthday every time. Let me see. Favorite pastime? I don't actually know. I'm looking at my phone because I know I wrote down a question in my phone, and I'm not sure if that was the same question. Oh, no, it's not the same question. Favorite pastime? I don't really know if I have a favorite pastime. Going to church? I don't know. What is it? Something that you do that passes time? Hanging out with people and talking. I guess that'd be something. Hang out with people and talking about the Lord. That's what I love to do. That's my favorite pastime. Favorite sport? Basketball. That's pretty much it. Yeah. I mean, I like other ones, but my favorite is basketball. Next question. So that's number... Question number 17. Favorite color is purple. It's a new favorite color. So my favorite color, as you see, is blue. I'm not representing any gangs or anything, I promise you. My favorite color used to be blue, but now it's emerging into purple. And blue actually means communion with God. So There you go. And having a relationship with him, which is having communion with him. But my favorite color, purple, means royalty. And so I'm coming into the knowing that I am royalty in Christ. And so there's always the meaning, behind why I do what I do. So my new favorite color right now at the moment is purple. And so, next question. Three long-term goals. Three long-term goals. That kind of goes what I was saying earlier. Ministry. So, seeing the creative miracles, signs, and wonders of Christ being performed through me. That would be so awesome. I don't even need the recognition or anything. I just want to be like, wow, God, like, you used me to do that. Awesome. That's all I need is God's validation. That's all I need. So that's one. Having, like I said, a great marriage and family that loves the Lord, serves Him with all their heart, follows Him, and is in obedience to Him. And then having my own clinic, for social work, my own private practice for counseling and social work, clinical social work. There you go. And 3 short-term goals. Graduating college. That is very short-term because it's happening, but that's a goal, a short-term goal. Getting into grad school is another short-term goal, and completing it. And the next one is just staying consistent. Last but not least, but staying consistent in God and with God to make sure that I can, take the next steps that He is calling me to do in this season and the seasons to come. And so, I think the next one is asking me my genre, my favorite genre of music, I believe. And that'd be gospel. Gospel and Christian music. So, like, gospel is like Travis Green and Jonathan McReynolds and Kirk Franklin, John P. Key, Fred Hammond, Donnie McClurkin, all these people. Christian music is like Bethel and, Stephanie Gretzinger and Francesca, all these, Carrie Job, these, so, gospel and Christian, if you understand what I'm getting at. And, yes, biggest accomplishment, I would say, biggest accomplishment, I guess it depends on what the question is asking about the accomplishment and what I count as an accomplishment. For my own self, I would say my biggest accomplishment is just getting, God helping me and listening to God, getting Him getting me to the place I'm at today. Because I know for sure I wouldn't have made it without Him at all. And so I'm thankful that I'm here. I'm thankful that He's kept me. I'm thankful that I'm still going and that I'm still, able to make it through. I'm thankful for the place in school He has me. I'm thankful for the place in ministry that He has me. And just in life, I'm thankful that He's been helping me to break, these generational curses that have been in my life, that have been planted for who knows how long. But He's using me to be the chain breaker. And so I'm excited and I'm thankful and I'm grateful. Who's my role model? Okay, so Jesus, again, the Father, God, Holy Spirit. Earthly, I have a few, and I have a few in different areas. I would have to say, for ministry. Now I have a few. Okay. So in no particular order, I'm just gonna name a few in no particular order. But I would have to say one is my bishop. He is a very admirable man, and he helps me in ministry. He helps me in life. When I'm like, Bishop, I don't know what to do. What is God saying? I remember I would always ask him, Bishop, are you hearing anything from God? What is he saying to you, in this particular situation? Not, I don't ask him directly like that. I'll just, be like, yeah, I'm going through this. This is happening. But, I remember when I used to, be like, what is this? But I'm thankful for him because he does help. But I'm also very thankful for him that he, allows us in our ministry, in our ministry, God's Simple of Faith, he allows us to grow. So he doesn't just have us relying on him, 24/7. He allows us to, seek the Father, seek God and ask God, what is it that I should be doing next? I remember years ago, not years ago, but a few years ago, when I was dealing with something, and I'd be like, hey, this is going on, and he'd be like, oh, okay, and he would do nothing, and I'm just like, oh no, this man, I know this man sees this going on. What in the world is going on? Because I know that he sees this going on and he's not doing anything, and I was just so upset, and I just felt so lost for words. But I was realizing that the Lord told him not to intervene, and I don't think I've heard him say it before, where he said, if God isn't telling me to do anything, then I won't intervene. And he's talking, just in general about, if there's anything that's going on, God would tell him not to intervene. And so, I'm thinking, so I know you see this happening, what's going on? And, yeah. But I realized after that God was allowing me to go through this without him, and he was listening to God to not intervene while I was telling him these things. God was telling him not to intervene, not to come into it, because I needed to grow from what was going on. And so I'm thankful that he listened to God, because if he would have intervened every time, I probably wouldn't have grown to the point and the place that I'm at today on several occasions, twice and 3 times, and X amount of times over. Another role model is my mom. My mom has always been there for me, since day one, or since before day one, because she had me, and I was in her womb for I think 9 months, something like that. And so my mom is great. She's always there. She's very adamant about me, getting things done when I'm supposed to get them done, and staying on task, and just staying focused. She's very adamant about that, and I thank her, and I'm thankful for her for always pushing me, to go the next step further, and to not just settle, for bare minimum, but to go and expect higher, and to go higher and above and beyond. So thanks, Mom. Again. Wow, so many mentors. Okay, my dad is a mentor. He's my dad, and I love him. He's definitely there for me whenever, I need something. He's there, especially transportation-wise. If I need a ride, he'll, come and get me, even, if it's at 5 in the morning or 3 in the morning, or, late at night. If it's 20 minutes ahead, notice, if I really need him, he'll come. So I'm really thankful for him. Role models. And my mentor, Elder Ivy, and other people, but I'm just gonna stop it here for the sake of time. My mentor, Elder Ivy, she is someone that I definitely look up to, and I try to, I don't try to copy or mimic her, but just with her and my bishop, just try to like take things from them, and all the role models that I have. I try to take things from them that I like and emulate them, or reflect them in my life too, so that I can be of that caliber as well. And so I'm thankful for all those people who are in my life. If I could give my younger self any advice, what would it be? Well, so this is to my younger self, and this is to the young people, or whoever is out here. But the young people, I got a place in my heart. And so the young people, I would say to you all, to my younger self, I would say, here, I gotta think about it. I'd get down on, not a bended knee, but I'd crouch down, and I'd, tell my younger self that everything will be okay. And that even though, you don't understand what's going on right now, really learn to trust in God. And so, I know that sounds like big words right now, and you're like, trust in God, what does that mean? But just understand that when the time comes, being able to talk to Him just like He's right there next to you, because He is going to be so helpful, later on in life when the bad things come along, or the things that may make you sad, the things that may hurt you. Talking to Him and being able to talk to Him and know that He's there will help you. It will help you not to go, to the wrong individuals, and not to, lower your self-esteem. Talking to, your mom more, talking to your dad more, and, maybe asking them, questions, and just, telling them to reassure that they love you, because you know it, but sometimes you need reassurance. And so that's what I would tell myself. That's what I would tell younger people to if they have the ability or the closeness or the courage enough to go to their parents and tell them, ask them if it's okay that every now and then that they reassure them, that they love them, that they care for them, that they matter. Kids need that in their life, even if their parents think that they should know that automatically. Kids are dealing with a lot, with the pressures of life, and with the different people, with the spiritual warfare that's going on. That's why we need the spiritual and the practical. With the spiritual warfare that's going on, kids need their parents' reassurance in this hour. They need to know that their parents love them. They need to know that their parents are fighting for them too and believing in them. They need to know, that their parents are praying for them and covering them as well. So that's what I would tell my younger self. PC versus Mac. Well, as I said, I had a computer and it was not working. It was Windows, and that was a PC, and I will not go back. And Mac is where it's at. I have the Team iPhone. I think you can see it. Team iPhone. New MacBook laptop, and that's where we're at. iOS or Apple versus Android. As I just said, Team iPhone, and not going back. So, favorite childhood memories: going to my grandmother's house over the summer when my mom had to work. Going to my grandmother's house and my dad's mom, and spending time with my brother when he was over there. He'd be over there sometimes too. I think his mom was at work too, so we would get to spend time together, and we would wrestle sometimes. We'd wrestle to see who would be able to watch TV, and if I won, then I get to choose the time on which I watch TV, and if he won, then he get to choose the time on which he watched TV. So that that was some great times. I'd say, favorite childhood memories. Describe myself in a sentence. What is a sentence? Oh, they're all adjectives. Describing myself in a sentence? Well, let's see. She is fearfully and wonderfully made, and that her spirit knows well. Because, my spirit is more advanced than I am. And that means that's just talking about, for me, aiming to be, as the scripture says, a Proverbs 31 woman, lady, female. And so that's just like, embodying, embracing the attributes that she has, the woman that they're talking about in Proverbs, 31, a woman of wisdom and, precision in life, and just, she's got all her ducks in a row. I'm aiming to be that girl. But knowing that lady, that woman, but knowing that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, that means that God made me and He made no mistakes. So believing that and embracing that and knowing that anything that goes against being fearfully and wonderfully made is a lie, and it comes from the enemy. So understanding that and continuing to move forward in life is my goal. That's, where it's at. So, dogs or cats? Dogs. And it says a story. I don't really have a story. I just like dogs more. Dogs seem more friendly. Oh, that's right, I do have a story. My friend, if you're watching this, my friend went over her house one time. We were in high school. And, she had a cute cat. The cat is really cute, and it's got green eyes, and, I think it was a she. I believe her name was Bailey, cat. And dark fur, beautiful. So, me being the photographer person, videographer, capturing all these moments, person that I am, I'm like, oh, what a cute kitten. And so I get in the cat's face, and I put, the camera to the cat's face, and I take a picture of the cat, and I'm like, oh, look at you. And the cat smacks me in my face. Its claw is stuck in my face and pulls it out. And I'm like, no, this cat did not just smack me in the face. And I'm just like, what in the world? And so, yeah, I don't like cats. Dog's my favorite. Clearly. Children's names. And so, my children's names, the names of my children are going to be Isaiah is the oldest. Jeremiah is the second and middle child. And Genesis is going to be my daughter. And so, my daughter's name is going to be Genesis. It's the first book, but she's going to be the last. So, but that's what I plan their names to be. I believe that's the names that the Lord have given me. And so, as long as that's how it goes, that's the names the Lord has given me, my husband should not be opposed to that, because I believe that's the names that the Lord has given me. So, not really up for debate. And last but certainly not least, the question is, what is something that I love doing that nobody knows about? So, I don't know if nobody knows about it. Like, I'm sure a few people know about it, but it's not broadcast. Something that I love to do that nobody knows about, or that is not broadcast, is I love singing. I I'm not sure if it's like good or what, but like when I'm able to sing to God, it's like I feel His presence like all over me. And so it's like, especially like if I'm really going through something, like I'll, just sing and, feel it. And sometimes I'll just lay there and be singing. And I'll just be like, Lord, you are so good. And what's the song that I'm on right now? I think it's, how great is our God. So it's like, how great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will see how great is our God. And so the part I really love is, it's just like, you're the name above all names, and you are worthy, of our praise. And my heart will sing how great is our God. And I love that because it just talks about, how great God is. Hello, this is the Brewster Ariane called Kalia speaking. Okay, thank you, you too. Bye. And so I love, that was my job. And so I love singing the praises, of God, and just being able, to go higher and higher. I love Jesus. And so, with that being said, that's a wrap. Thank you all for watching. Follow, subscribe to me. If you like these, I'll do more, and we'll see what that's about. Other than that, have a blessed night, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.